The screen door slammed shut with a crack like a gunshot, echoing across the empty porch as Jordan clutched his 5-year-old son tighter against his chest. Rain hammered down in sheets, turning the world into a blurry watercolor of regret. But nothing stung like the words his mother had spat. "Get out, you filthy sinner. Don't you dare bring that abomination back here." Little Eli whimpered, burying his face in Jordan's neck, oblivious to the storm but sensing the fracture in his dad's heart. In that frozen moment, Jordan realized home wasn't a place anymore. It was a scar he'd carried for 8 years, ripped open fresh. He'd been 17 the first time they'd thrown him out, a skinny kid from the Rust Belt town of Elmwood, Ohio, where football Fridays and church suppers were the only sacraments that mattered. It started with a kiss, stolen behind the bleachers with Tommy Hargrove, the quarterback who'd whispered promises in the dark. But Tommy cracked under the gossip mill, and by Monday, the whole school knew. Jordan's dad, a burly mill worker with calluses like armor plating, found the notes in his backpack, scribbled "faggot" on crumpled paper, anonymous but vicious. That night, over meatloaf and mashed potatoes, the family tribunal convened. His older brother, Caleb, sat stone-faced, fork midway to his mouth. His sister, Mia, twisted her napkin into knots. Mom prayed aloud for his soul while Dad's fist came down like Judgment Day. "You're not my son anymore," Dad had growled, veins bulging in his neck. "Pack your shit and go. We don't harbor perversion under this roof," Jordan begged, tears streaming, but they turned away, Mia averting her eyes, Caleb muttering about family reputation. He left with a duffel bag and $20 from his part-time gig at the diner, hitchhiking to Cleveland under a sky bruised purple. The bus station smelled of stale coffee and despair, and as the Greyhound pulled away from Elmwood, Jordan pressed his forehead to the grimy window, watching the taillights of his old life fade like dying embers. Cleveland was a grindstone, sharpening him into someone harder, someone who survived. He crashed on couches in the short-term gay youth shelters, dodging leers from older men and the constant hum of judgment. By 18, he landed a barista job at a hipster coffee shop in the Flats, slinging lattes to tech bros and artists who tipped in compliments. That's where he met Adam, tall, with that effortless Midwestern charm, curly brown hair falling over wire-rimmed glasses, and a smile that cut through the steam like sunlight. Adam was a social worker, 24, volunteering at the shelter Jordan had escaped. Their first conversation was over a spilled caramel macchiato, Adam mopping it up while Jordan stammered apologies, cheeks burning. "Hey, no sweat. Life's too short for dry cleaning bills," Adam said, his voice warm as fresh brew. He lingered after, asking about Jordan's sketches, rough pencil drawings of cityscapes Jordan doodled on napkins to kill time. Turns out Adam collected art, the kind that told stories of broken things mended with gold. They talked for hours that shift, about everything and nothing. The way Cleveland's bridges lit up like veins at night, the ache of holidays alone, the quiet rebellion in choosing yourself. By closing time, Adam slipped him his number on a receipt. "Call if you want company. Or coffee. Or both." Their first date was a picnic in the Metroparks. Cheese sandwiches and cheap wine under a canopy of oaks turning gold with fall. Jordan was terrified of the vulnerability, of letting someone see the cracks. But Adam had a way of unraveling him gently, like peeling back layers of an onion without the sting. "I grew up in a family that preached love but practiced fear," Adam confessed, tracing patterns in the dirt with a stick. Dad was a preacher, irony, right? Kicked me out at 16 for confessing to my youth pastor. Mom sent Bible verses via text for years. Like that'd fix me. Jordan's laugh was half sob. In Adam, he saw his own ghost, but one who'd learned to haunt with grace. They fell hard and fast. The kind of love that feels like coming home after a lifetime adrift. Adam's apartment became theirs, cozy chaos in Tremont, with exposed brick walls and bookshelves groaning under tomes on queer theory and foster care. Jordan enrolled in community college, studying graphic design. His nights filled with Adam's steady breathing beside him, anchor in the storm. Sex was revelation, tentative at first, Jordan's body remembering betrayal in every flinch, but Adam patient, mapping him with kisses like holy writ. "You're safe here," Adam would murmur against his skin, and for the first time, Jordan believed it. 2 years in, they talked kids. Not biological, neither wanted that roulette, but adoption, the dream of building a family from fragments. Eli came to them at 3 days old, a squalling bundle from a teen mom in Akron who chose life but couldn't choose herself. The paperwork was a marathon, home studies, interviews where Jordan's past was dissected like a cadaver. Kicked out at 17, homeless for months, the caseworker noted, pen scratching like accusation. Adam squeezed his hand under the table. "But look at us now. We're the safe harbor." They got approved on a crisp October morning, and when the social worker handed over Eli, wrapped in a blue blanket, Jordan's knees buckled. Fatherhood wasn't a title, it was a vow etched in bone. Life settled into rhythm. Jordan freelancing logos for local bands, Adam climbing the ranks at child services, Eli's giggles filling the gaps. Weekends were zoo trips and story hours, Adam hoisting Eli on his shoulders while Jordan snapped photos, the three of them a snapshot of defiant joy. But Elmwood lingered like a shadow. Letters from Mom arrived sporadically, stiff cards with platitudes, no mention of the elephant in the room. Dad's silence was louder, a void that echoed. Caleb's Facebook posts showed a life of straight-laced normalcy. Promotion at the mill, Mia's wedding pics, family barbecues where Jordan's seat remained empty. Then the call came, shattering the fragile peace. It was Mia, voice cracking over the line. "Mom's sick, Jordan. Cancer. Stage 4. She wants to see you." He hadn't spoken to her in years. Not since the last card that ended with "praying for your salvation." Adam found him staring at the wall, phone limp in his hand. "Go," Adam said, pulling him close. "Not for them, for you. Closure's a gift, even if it bites." Eli, sensing the shift, clung to Jordan's leg that night, tiny fists balled. "Daddy, stay," Jordan knelt, pressing a kiss to his forehead. "Always, buddy. This is just a detour." The drive back to Elmwood was 8 hours of unraveling memories. Mile markers blurring into flashbacks of proms skipped, prayers whispered in secret. Jordan gripped the wheel, Adam's playlist of indie folk humming low, songs about roads not taken, loves reclaimed. Eli babbled from his car seat, oblivious, pointing at billboards for Cracker Barrel. They stopped at a motel outside Toledo, the neon sign buzzing like nerves. In the dim room, Adam made love to him slow and sure, a ritual against the fear. "Whatever happens, we're your family," he whispered, fingers laced with Jordan's. Dawn broke gray, and they pressed on. Elmwood hadn't changed. Same sagging porches, same church steeple piercing the sky like a finger of blame. The family home loomed on Maple Street, paint peeling like old skin. Jordan parked at the curb, heart hammering. Eli tugged his sleeve. Gamma House? He'd asked earlier, piecing together stories from photos Jordan kept hidden. Yeah, kiddo. Let's say hi. They climbed the steps, Jordan's knock tentative as a confession. Mia answered, her face a map of exhaustion, crow's feet deeper, hair streaked gray. Jordan, she breathed, eyes flicking to Eli, then away. He's yours. The hug was stiff, obligatory. Inside, the air hung heavy with hospital jello and unspoken sins. Mom lay propped in the living room recliner, frail as tissue paper, oxygen tube snaking to her nose. Dad hulkied in the armchair, newspaper shield up. Caleb leaned against the mantel, arms crossed like barriers. Jordan, Mom rasped, voice a whisper of wind through cracks. Her eyes, once sharp with righteousness, softened at Eli's approach. The boy beamed, offering a crumpled drawing of a house with stick-figure daddies. For Gamma, Mom's hand trembled as she took it, tears welling. For a heartbeat, the room thawed. Laughter bubbled as Eli climbed onto her lap, chattering about dinosaurs. Dad grunted something about grandkids, and Mia fetched juice, the motions almost normal. But normal was a lie they all told. Dinner was a minefield. Pot roast and prayers, Dad's grace lingering on sins of the flesh. Conversation skirted edges. Caleb's new truck. Mia's twins until Eli yawned, and Jordan announced bedtime. That's when it cracked. In the kitchen, washing dishes, Mia cornered him. Who's the other dad? Some guy. Her tone dripped disdain, the old venom seeping through. Jordan stiffened. Adam. He's a social worker. Good man. She snorted. Figures. Bringing scandal back to Mom's door, upstairs in his old room. Now a guest space stripped of posters. Bed made military tight. Jordan tucked Eli in, reading Goodnight Moon until eyelids drooped. Adam called. Voice a lifeline. How's it going, babe? Jordan choked out the small wins, omitted the barbs. We got this. Hanging up, he stared at the ceiling, ghosts pressing close. Morning brought false truce. Pancakes and coffee, Mom beaming at Eli's syrup-smeared grin. He looks like you. Jordan, same eyes. The words landed soft. A balm on old wounds. Dad even ruffled the boy's hair. Gruff but genuine. For a day. Felt like salvage. Family fractured but mending. Laughter echoing off wallpaper yellowed by time. Jordan dared hope. Snapping a photo of Eli on Mom's lap. The two of them poring over faded albums. Remember when you built that treehouse? Mom asked, finger tracing a picture of teenage Jordan, grinning gap-toothed. He nodded, throat tight. Yeah. Dad helped. Adam texted updates from Cleveland. Miss you both. Eli's dinosaur roar echoing in my head. Jordan smiled, firing back a selfie of the breakfast chaos. But undercurrents swirled. Caleb pulled him aside in the garage, amid oil cans and toolboxes. Look, bro. I get it, times change. But Mom's dying. Don't rock the boat with your lifestyle. The word landed like a slap. Casual cruelty. Jordan's jaw clenched. Lifestyle? This is my life. Caleb. Eli's my son. Adam's my partner. Caleb shrugged, wiping hands on a rag. Just saying. Dad's barely holding it together. Keep it straight for her sake. Straight. The irony burned. That afternoon, they took Eli to the park, the same swings where Jordan had once dreamed of escape. Mom watched from a bench, bundled in blankets, her coughs punctuating the swing's creak. I was wrong, she murmured when Eli ran ahead. Kicking you out. God, Jordan, I thought I was saving you. He sat beside her, the admission hanging fragile. It broke me, Mom. But it made me too. She squeezed his hand, papery skin against his. Forgive me, tears pricked. Working on it. Back home. The idol shattered. Dad found the photo on Jordan's phone. Candid shot from last Christmas. Him and Adam kissing under mistletoe. Eli giggling in frame. He flung the device across the room. Screen cracking. What the hell is this? You bring that filth here. Under our roof. The roar shook the walls. Eli startled in the next room. Wailing. Jordan lunged for the phone. Heart pounding. Dad. It's my family. Family? Dad sneered. Face purpled. That's not family. That's abomination. Mia burst in. Shushing Eli. Caleb hovered. Silent sentinel. Mom called weakly from the hall, but Dad barreled on. I knew it. Knew you'd corrupt us. Get out. Take your bastard and your boyfriend's shame. The word bastard hit like shrapnel. Jordan scooped Eli, who sobbed into his shoulder. We're not leaving Mom, but Dad jabbed a finger. You stay. You stay alone. No queer parade in my house. The betrayal coiled deep. Mia whispering sorry, but not intervening. Caleb nodding like it was justice. Jordan stormed upstairs, packing with furious zips. Eli's toys tumbling in. Mom appeared in the doorway, tears carving tracks. Don't go. Please. He paused, bag half full. I have to, Mom. For him, she nodded, defeated, slipping a locket into his palm, his baby picture inside. I love you. Always did. They fled into twilight, rain starting as tires hit pavement. Eli asleep in back, thumb in mouth. Jordan white-knuckled the wheel, sobs racking. He pulled over at a rest stop, burying face in arms. Why return? For this echo of expulsion? Adam's call pierced the dark. Jordan? Talk to me. The dam broke, words tumbling. The photo, the rage, the echo of 8 years prior. Adam's voice steadied, calm as lake water. Come home. To us. The drive blurred into night, neon motels winking like false promises. They crashed in a Super 8 outside Sandusky. Eli between them on the queen bed. Adam arrived at midnight after a frantic 5-hour haul. He held Jordan wordless, body a bulwark against the grief. They don't get to define us, Adam murmured, lips to temple. Dawn found them tangled. Eli's snores a soft counterpoint. Over gas station coffee, they plotted, head back to Cleveland, lawyer up for Mom's visits, protected, on their terms. But Elmwood's poison lingered. Days later, another call. Mia, hysterical, Mom's gone. Last night. She asked for you. The world tilted. Jordan drove through sheets of rain. Adam at side. Eli with a sitter. Funeral was Methodist rites. Pews packed with neighbors who'd whispered once. Dad's eulogy lionized her as saint. omitting the son she'd lost twice. At the grave, under weeping willows, Jordan approached, Eli's hand in his, boy now 6, confused by the dirt and tears. "Grandpa," he said, voice piping. Dad knelt, eyes softening fractionally. "Hey, sport." But when Jordan extended a hand, Dad recoiled. "Not here. Not now." Caleb cornered him post-burial, in the church basement over cold cuts. "She left you something. Will reading tomorrow." Suspicion flickered. Inheritance? Or trap? Mia hovered. Guilty. It was her wish. "Come alone." Adam squeezed Jordan's arm. "I'll watch Eli. But call if it's bullshit." The lawyer's office was sterile, fluorescent hum mocking the grief. Dad and Caleb there, faces granite, Mia absent. The envelope, Mom's handwriting. "For my boy." Inside, a letter, pages of apology, ink blotched with tears. "I failed you, Jordan. Feared man's judgment over God's love. But you built beauty from ashes. This house half to you. Sell it, burn it, but know it's yours. Forgive if you can." Then the kicker, Dad contested, claiming undue influence from Jordan's lifestyle. Caleb backed him. Affidavits swearing Mom's mind slipped in final days. Betrayal's knife twisted deep. "You stole her last gift?" Jordan's voice cracked. Dad's eyes were steel. "Protecting the family name. You waltz in with that kid, that man, expecting welcome? This town's not ready." Caleb added, oily, "Take the money. Walk away clean." Jordan laughed, bitter. "Clean? You mean erased." He stormed out, letter clutched like talisman. Back in Cleveland, the fight spilled, Jordan pacing their loft, Adam listening, Eli coloring obliviously. They think they can buy silence. Again, Adam pulled him down, grounding. "Fight it. For her. For you." But doubt gnawed court meant dredging skeletons. Eli's innocence collateral. Nights blurred into what-ifs. Dreams of Mom's voice. Forgiving. Dad's fist. Unyielding. Climax brewed at the mediation neutral ground in Columbus, air thick with legalese. Jordan arrived armored. Suit pressed. Adam's ring glinting on chain under shirt. Eli waited with a neighbor, dinosaur backpack packed for escape. The room, Dad hulking, Caleb smug, lawyer a shark in pinstripes. Opening salvos, Dad's claim of moral unfitness, citing Jordan's deviant history. The word detonated, Jordan's vision tunneled. "Deviant? I survived you. Built a home while you preached hate from a pulpit of hypocrisy." Caleb smirked. "Mom pitted you. That's all." The lie ignited. Jordan slid the letter across. "Read it." Her words. Not mine. Dad scanned, face crumpling fractionally, then hardening. "Doesn't change facts. You're not fit for this legacy." Fit. The irony choked. Adam, waiting outside, texted, "Breathe. You're enough." The judge, older woman with kind eyes, leaned in during recess. "I've seen families like yours, Mr. Hale. Blood don't always mean bond." Her gavel later house to Jordan, uncontested after private huddle. Dad's concession? Grief's erosion. Or shame? They left hollow victorious. Rain lashing windshields. Homeward. Silence reigned, Jordan's triumph laced with ash. The house on Maple Street waited. A mausoleum of memories. Mom's quilt on the couch. Dad's tools in the shed. Ghosts in every corner. They arrived at dusk. Eli scampering through dust motes, claiming the yard as kingdom. Adam surveyed. Pragmatic, fixer-upper. Like us, they camped that first night. Pizza on the floor, Eli's laughter chasing shadows. But dawn brought reckoning. Dad's pickup in the drive, engine ticking cool. He stood on the porch, hat in hands, vulnerability cracking his facade. Need to talk, Jordan tensed, Adam hovering protective. About the will, Dad's eyes flicked to Eli, playing with sticks. He's a good kid. Reminds me of you. Pause. Heavy. I was wrong. About a lot. The admission hung. Raw. Jordan's walls quivered. Then why fight it? Dad sagged. Pride. Fear. This town. Choose different. Thought I was shielding. Adam stepped forward. Voice even. Shielding from what? Love. Dad met his gaze. Unflinching. From pain. Like I caused. The olive branch. Tentative walks with Eli. Dad pushing swings. Gruff stories of mill days. Mia thawed too, babysitting offers. Recipes texted with emojis. Her twins quizzing Jordan on uncle's boyfriend. Caleb remained ice. Texts curt. Don't expect hugs. But fractures mended slow. Dinners awkward. Grace prayers skipping sins. Jordan poured energy into the house. Painting walls cerulean. Hanging his art queer icons in bold lines. A gallery of reclaimed space. Adam's presence anchored. Weekend projects. Him sanding floors while Jordan sketched logos for a local LGBTQ center. Their love deepened in the quiet. Stolen kisses in the kitchen. Eli's you. Daddy's. Giggles. But tension simmered. Dad's visits laced with barbs. Veiled as concern. That Adam, he steady? Not like those city types. Jordan bristled. Steady as me. More. One night. Post-bedtime wine. Adam confessed fears. What if they wear you down? Pull you back into hiding? Jordan cupped his face. Never. You're my north. Conflict crested at Eli's birthday 6 now. Party in the backyard. Balloons bobbing like dreams. Invites went wide. Neighbors wary but curious. Mia's clan boisterous. Dad arrived with a wrapped tricycle. Caleb trailing reluctant. Laughter flowed. Piñata cracked. Cake smeared until the photo booth. Jordan and Adam. Arms linked. Eli between. A neighbor auntie snapped it. Posting to Facebook sans warning. By morning. Backlash. Dad's phone blowing up. Church elders calling disgrace. He confronted at breakfast. Voice thunder. Take it down. You're parading sin in my dead wife's home. Jordan's fork clattered. Her home, our home. And it's not sin. It's us. Eli. Sensing storm. Hid behind Adam. Dad's face twisted. Rage. Regret. I came around. Tried. But this? Public. Caleb. Visiting. Piled on. Told you. That. He's poison. The word ignited. Jordan rose. Chair scraping. Poison? I gave you a grandson. A bridge. You build walls. Adam intervened. Calm fire. Eli's watching. Is this the legacy? Dad stormed out. Door slamming echo of old wounds. Mia called later. Apologetic. Give him time. But time felt like erosion. Jordan walked the neighborhood alone that night. Streetlights pooling gold. Past the high school where Tommy's ghost lingered. Betrayals fresh cut. just when healing glimpsed, rejection's reflex. Back home, Adam waited with tea, Eli asleep. "We leave?" Jordan asked, voice small. Adam shook head. "Your call." But we're whole without them. Weeks blurred. House sales pitched to queer couples. A fresh start fund. Dad's silence deafening. Then a letter handwritten, like Mom's, saw the boy at school play. Proud. Sorry I failed. No mention of Adam, but a crack. Jordan framed it beside her locket. Talismans of half-mended. Romance bloomed amid rubble. Anniversary escape to the lake. Just them, Eli with Mia. A test trust. Cabin on Erie. Waves lapping like confessions. They made love by firelight. Body's map of scars and stars. "Marry me," Adam whispered post-climax. Ring box from pocket, simple band. Engraved always. Jordan's yes was sob-laced. Dawn sealing vows in salt air. Return brought resolve. Wedding small. Tremont rooftop. Rainbow string lights. Eli ring bearer. Mia matron. Tears as she hugged Jordan. Mom'd be proud. Dad came. Suit ill-fit. Caleb absent. He sat rear pew. Eyes wet during vows. Adam's in sickness. Health. And all the judgments between. Post-ceremony toast. Dad approached. Voice gravel. Beautiful. Like her. Handshake tentative. Then hug brief. Bone-crushing. "Welcome, son," to Adam. Eli bridged. Tugging. Grandpa dance. The floor cleared. Awkward sway to Sweet Caroline. Laughter breaking ice. But humanism's lesson, not fairy tale. Caleb's betrayal lingered. Snide texts. Family divides. Dad slipped. Old habits. Keep it discreet at reunions. Jordan set boundaries. Firm. Love us full. Or not at all. Growth stuttered. But rooted. Eli's baptism's optional. Stories of two dads normalized. Climaxes echo. Holiday dinner. First full. Table groaned. Turkey. Pies. Tensions. Dad prayed inclusive. Halting. For families found and forged. Conversation veered. Politics. Pride parades. Caleb crashed uninvited. Drunk. Slurring. Fairy tale bullshit. Ruining us. Explosion. Dad roared enough. Ejecting him. Silence fell. Then Mia's soft. "He's hurting too." Like we all did. Jordan nodded. Grace extending. Hurt doesn't justify hate. Post-feast walk. Snow dusting. Adam's arm linked. Human. Huh? Messy as hell. Jordan smiled. Breath fogging. But ours. Spring unfurled tentative. Elmwoods dogwoods blooming pink defiance. House sold to a lesbian couple starting over poetic justice. Jordan quipped. Proceeds seeded a down payment on a Tremont duplex. Ground floor for them. Attic studio for Jordan's design firm. Eli thrived. Kindergarten tales of my daddy's wedding. Teachers nodding progressive. Adam's promotion meant stability. Case files of kids like young Jordan finding homes. Life's mosaic pieced. Colors vivid. Yet undercurrents pulled. Dad's health scare. Heart episode at the mill. Mia's frantic call. Jordan drove through thunder. Adam minding Eli. Hospital room sterile. Monitors beeping accusation. Dad pale. Tubes snaking. Knew you'd come, he rasped. Hand outstretched. Jordan took it. Pulse thready under skin. Family. Right? Forgiveness's tightrope. Nights of resentment flares. Adam's counsel. Pity him. He lost more than you. Rehab visits became ritual. Eli drawing get-well cards. Dad's gruff thanks. Champ. Stories emerged. Dad's own youth. Stifled crushes on a farm boy. Buried under duty. Feared repeating. He admitted one dusk. Park Bench Creek. Jordan listened, softening to understanding. You could have chosen different. Dad nodded. Too late for shoulds. But not for now. Caleb's shadow loomed. Job loss. Divorce whispers. Bar fights escalating. Mia bridged. He's spiraling. Blames you. But it's him. Intervention brewed. Family meeting at neutral ground. Olive Garden endless breadsticks. Caleb arrived hungover. Defenses barbed. What? Gay intervention. Jordan met fire. Love one. Idiot. Yours is drowning. Ours peeled layers. Caleb's confessions. His own closet doubts. Dad's iron fist molding fear. Tears fell. Hugs halting. Sorry, bro. For everything. Not fixed, but fractured light. Romance's depth plumbed. Summer road trip. Route 66 echoes. Diner stops. Motels with neon hearts. Eli's Are We There Yet? Chorused with Adam's playlists. Springsteen anthems of blue-collar dreams. Grand Canyon Rim. Sunset blaze. Jordan knelt. This is us, vast. Unbreakable. Adam's kiss salt-tanged. Eli cheering mushy. Back. Conflict crested subtle. School bully taunting Eli. Your dad's kiss boys? Gross. Tears at pickup. Jordan's heart vice. Adam mediated. Counselor looped. Zero tolerance. But ripple. Dad's visit. Hearing the tale. Fist clenched. Kids are cruel. Was to me too. Then. Quiet. Proud you handled different. Milestone acceptances whisper. Betrayals ghost stirred. Anonymous letter to Jordan's firm. Poison pen. Outing details twisted. Pedo risk. Ex-homeless. Sabotage stench. Caleb's handwriting faint match. Confrontation at his trailer. Rain lashing tin roof. Why? Jordan demanded. Paper crumpled. Caleb deflated. Jealous. You got out. Got whole. I stayed stuck. Raw. Punches not thrown. But truths landed. Get help. Or lose us all. Caleb nodded. First crack toward therapy. Humanism wove. Volunteer shifts at the center. Jordan mentoring youth. Sketches of self-portraits. Own your lines. Eli's pride flag backpack. Dad gifting a model truck. For the builder in you. Mia's brunches. Recipes evolving vegan twists for Adam. Climax intimate. Dad's remission party. Backyard bash. Caleb showed. Sober 6 months. Toasting. To hail messes mending. Laughter flowed. But Dad pulled Jordan aside. Eyes grave. Cancer taught time's thief. Marry that man proper church or court. But do it. Jordan blinked. You serious? Dad chuckled. Rare. Saw the good in him. In you. Vows renewed lakeside. Dad officiating civil voice steady. In love's name. I do. Eli's growth mirrored. First crush. Boy from class awkward talk. Jordan's heart's yours to follow. Adam's wink. Just don't elope yet. Autumn harvest. Elmwood fair. Family booth. Cotton candy. Caleb Manning grill. Dad danced with Mia. Jordan with Adam. Eli spinning wild. Fireworks cracked. Stars pricking velvet. Moment suspended. Oh. Yet life's humanism. Not erasure of pain, but alchemy. Scars traced. Not hidden. Tattoo on Jordan's wrist. From ashes. Atom matching. Caleb's relapse scare. Pulled back by group. Dad's letters now. Thinking of you. Enclosures of old photos. Annotated with love. Winter solstice. Light strung. Eli's awe at tree. Dad joined caroling. Voice off key but earnest. Snowfall hushed. Family huddled, blood and chosen. Bonds forged in fire. Jordan reflected. Adam's head on shoulder. We made it. Not perfect. Flaws jagged but human. Achingly so. Eli's story time. Piped. Book cracked. Once upon a kicked-out boy. Fade to dreams. Rebuilt. Years layered like sedimentary rock. Eli 10 now. Lanky limbs and questions sharp as tacks. Why'd Grandpa kick you out? Over ice cream cones. Jordan parsed truth age-appropriate. Fear. Kiddo. But love one. Eli nodded. Sage. Like superheroes. School projects on family trees branched wide. Daddies. Aunties. Gramps who learned. Adam's book published. Queer kin. Reclaiming roots. Dedication. To Jordan, who taught me home is verb. Elmwood evolved reluctant. Pride flags furtive on porches. Dad's quiet donations to the center. Caleb's path crooked, sober sponsor. Custody battle for his daughter. Jordan testifying. Redemption's real. Victory bittersweet. Little niece visiting. Eli's cousin bond instant. Romance's embers fanned. Vow renewals annual. Themes whimsical. Pirate Cove 1 year. Eli captain. Sex evolved intimate. Lazy Sundays. Bodies known as scripture. Whispers of still you. Adam's surprise getaway. NYC. Broadway's glow. Wicked matinee. Tears at defying gravity. Hotel nights tangled. City pulse sinking hearts. Conflicts embers. Town hall debate. Anti-LGBTQ bill looming. Jordan testified. Voice steady. I was that kid kicked, but not broken. Don't make more. Dad in audience. Nodding. Caleb too. Fresh AA pin. Bill stalled. Ripples of change. Betrayal's scar tissue stretched. Mom's anniversary. Grave visit. Dad placed lilies. Jordan wildflowers. She'd love this, your life. Shared silence. Then, miss her. Dad's hand on shoulder. Me too. But you're her legacy. Eli scattered petals. For Gamma. Humanistic core. Volunteer drives. Center expansions. Shelter beds doubled. Art therapy rooms. Jordan's murals. Walls alive with stories. Rainbow veins through concrete. Eli's involvement. Junior counselor. Badge pinned proud. Climax gentle. Dad's decline. Parkinson's creep. Assisted living chosen joint. Jordan overseeing. Hospital bed vigil. Eli reading comics aloud. Dad's last words. Rasp to Adam. Take care of my boys. Then to Jordan. Proud. So damn proud. Passing quiet. Stars out. Funeral mixed. Church half full. Eulogies inclusive. Mia on mom's love. Caleb on second chances. Jordan on blood's rewritable. Aftermath. Estate settled fair. Shares to causes. House raised for community garden. Queer-led. Eli's plot of sunflowers nodding. Life's arc bent. Eli's teen years. Coming out as bi, support seamless. Dad's photo on dresser. Jordan's gallery show. American Dreams queered, sold out. Critics hailing raw Americana. With Adam, silver threading curls. Empty nest looming. Travels dreamed, Europe rucksacks. Eli's college fund solid. Evenings porch swinged. Wine sipped. Reflections traded. Regrets? Adam asked once. Head on lap. Jordan smiled, tracing jaw. None. You? Only not sooner. Epilogue's humanism. Not triumph's blaze, but glow sustained. Eli's wedding to a kind engineer. Vows echoing parents. Grandkids toddling. Dad's stories mythologized gentle. Jordan and Adam. Hands clasped at beach. Waves eternal. We built this. Sunset dipped. Sky fire-kissed. Love's drama resolved in quiet romance. Scars badges of grace. In Elmwood's shadow. Cleveland's light. They endured, kicked out. Returned. Reclaimed. Trash to treasure. One human heartbeat at a time.